Are you thinking about relocating to Mexico? We're here to protect your interests, guide you towards sound decisions, and help you avoid the expensive missteps that can arise from property and immigration laws. Today, we're excited to have a special guest joining us to answer one of the most common questions we get from Americans and Canadians thinking about buying a home in Mexico. Can they get a mortgage in Mexico? He'll be covering the key things you need to know from the financing options available to foreigners.
Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth Estrada. I am a Mexican lawyer and I provide immigration and real estate services in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And today I'm happy to be here with Troy, who is a mortgage advisor from Moxie Global Company, and we are going to talk about how to get a mortgage when you buy a property in Mexico. Hi Troy, thank you for being here. Could you please introduce to our audience today?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Troy. I'm a mortgage advisor with Moxie Global Mortgage, currently assigned to the Puerto Vallarta area, and we offer U.S. mortgage financing across the country of Mexico.
Thank you, Troy. As a real estate advisor here in Puerto Vallarta, my clients always ask me questions about what is the process getting a mortgage in Mexico. For that, I have prepared some questions for you. So my first question is, who is eligible to get a loan and what are the loan terms?
The eligibility to get a loan is we primarily lend to U.S. citizens and permanent residents of Mexico. And the terms are just like in the States. They're long-term fixed product, 30-year fix, 25-year fix, 20 and a 15. So very similar to the U.S.
And also, I have clients from Canada. So, are you considering to get a
Canadian
financing for them?
Right, we're not quite there with the Canadian financing yet. In the future, I know we're exploring that avenue. So that would be great, yes, because there's a lot of Canadians that want to buy down here in Mexico. So stay tuned.
Thank you so much, Troy. What is the process for getting a mortgage here in Mexico?
Great question. It's identical to the U.S. It's U.S. income, U.S. assets, U.S. credit. The easiest way to do it is to give me a call or send me a text or an email, so we can meet on a discovery call or in person, and then we can go through the paperwork. Again, very similar to the U.S.
Wonderful. On your website, it shows that people can get pre-qualified in 24 hours. What are the documents they need to have ready?
Right. Pre-qualification, just talking about pre-qualification, it can happen as quick as 20 minutes, depending on the buyer and how, their employment. Are they business owners, or do they work for the state? Are they an easy W-2? So we can do it as quick as 20 minutes over the phone, or yes, 24 hours for pre-qualification. I will need, again, U.S. income, assets, and credit. Income being the W-2s, U.S. tax returns, business and personal pay stubs, and that we'll push forward from there. If it's a self-employed individual, we'll have to go a bit deeper and obtain business returns, again, personal returns, K-1s, and so on, just like the States.
Thank you, Troy. Good to know. After the pre-qualification, how long does it take to get final approval and be ready to make an offer?
Once I have all the documents from the buyer, you can expect 4 days, maybe 5 days, business days for loan approval. Conditional loan approval, to be exact.
What is the minimum and maximum loan amount you offer?
We like to see values in sales prices at $350,000 minimum, with the down payment that puts our loan amount about $227,500. The maximum, depending on the buyer, and their assets and their credit and how much money they're putting down, we're pushing that $3 million, $3.5 million mark, possibly even higher. It just depends on the buyer, right? We want to see the full package, and then we can kind of go from there. Yeah.
One question people always ask me a lot is, what are the interest rate?
Yep, that's usually the first or second question I get to. Interest rates with Moxie are based upon loan amount, loan to value, and credit score. Credit score is a huge piece. So I'm going to give you a range today. I would say the 8s and 9s, somewhere in the 8s and 9s, depending again on that credit score, that loan amount, and loan to value.
Do you offer fixed rate and adjustable rate mortgage?
Yep, we offer the fixed rate products, 30-year fixed, 25-year, 20 and 15. We do not offer adjustable rate mortgages at this time.
By the way, Troy, could you please give an example?
Yes, hypothetically on a $600,000 purchase, the buyer is going to be required to put down at least 35% of the sales price, which in this case is $210,000. An estimated principal, interest, taxes, and insurance payment on that would be in the neighborhood of $3,600 to $3,900 USD. One thing Moxie does offer, depending on the buyer and the credit score, is we have the ability to finance in the loan up to 5% of the closing costs, which I think is huge and makes a big difference in any and every transaction.
When foreigners buy a property on the coast near the beach, they need a fideicomiso and it's a bank trust. Does the fideicomiso change the mortgage process?
The fideicomiso is part of the mortgage process. The bank trust is a local Mexican institution or trustee, and the title work is placed with the bank. And the fideicomiso is part of that process. The fideicomiso allows a foreign buyer to purchase in the restricted zone. The restricted zone being 50 kilometers from the water, 100 kilometers from the border.
100 kilometers from the border.
Yeah. And I do, as far as the viewers, I do recommend YouTubing, Googling, bank trusts, fideicomisos, all that stuff, just to familiarize yourself with it. Absolutely.
Thank you so much. What are the amortization terms?
The amortization terms, 30-year fix, 25-year fix, 20 and 15-year fix. No prepayment penalties on these products. So if you need to pay them off early, you can without any penalty.
Could you please explain the mortgage term for self-employed buyers?
Self-employed buyers, yes. And majority of our buyers are self-employed buyers. We have several products for self-employed buyers. We can go bank statements, 12 to 24 months bank statements, depending on their credit score. Or I can go their tax returns, business and personal tax returns, K-1s and so on, to qualify them accordingly there. We work with a lot of self-employed buyers, a lot of them, a lot of self-employed purchase down here.
Do you charge any fees?
We charge fees. We charge an application fee of $154. We charge a pre-underwriting fee of $500, and then that's to get us into to get our approval.
Thank you, Troy. Would you like to add anything else in this interview?
Yeah, I guess the takeaway is Moxie offers U.S. mortgage financing just like in the States here in Mexico. And you write down your questions, reach out, ask questions. Like I said, a discovery call, meet in person if you're here in Puerto Vallarta. But it's a real product, and we'd love to talk with you, run some numbers.
Yes. Do you have any? You have an office here in Puerto Vallarta. So, do you have any branches in Mexico?
Yeah, we have our headquarters is in San Jose del Cabo, and then there's other branches, other areas that we're looking to add an office here in the near future.
Troy, thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us today. And for those who are watching this video, if you are considering to buy a property in Mexico and you need to know more information about the buying process, please contact us. In the description below this video, you will find the information, our contact information, our website, and everything you need. Thank you for watching.
Ready to move to Mexico? Connect with our knowledgeable legal team for a free consultation and personalized assistance. Contact us today using the information above.